Everyone, welcome to Math 1030. In this video, I'm going to be talking about what we covered in class on the first day of class and just basic syllabus information that you need to know to be successful in this class. So my name's Jaylee Willis, and you are welcome to email me in Canvas or through my email address that's on the syllabus if you need to contact me. And my goals for this course are to help you experience math as being as easy and as enjoyable as possible. I also hope that you guys will make some meaningful friendships and build a better relationship with yourself through the course of this class. And I would like to help you meet your math goals. So, as part of this assignment, you're going to submit a statement of what your goals are in the class. And these goals can be anything from a certain outcome that you'd like to have, like if you want to earn an A or a B in the course, or they could also be things that you'd like to feel or experience in the class. So maybe you want to feel confident going into your tests, or you want to build friendships while you're in the class. Whatever your goals are, you'll share those with me as part of this assignment. So these are my goals for you guys throughout the course. And I want to share kind of the structure of how our course works. So my class is what's called the flipped classroom, which means that all of my lectures will be on videos that you'll watch at home. And then when you come to class, you'll be working on your homework and projects in class. So ideally, you should be able to finish all of your homework assignments and projects in class, and the only thing that you'll be doing at home is watching the videos and taking the quizzes. So you'll watch the videos on your own at home, and then when you come to class, the first 10 to 15 minutes of class will be what I call a mini lecture, which means I'll basically answer any questions that you guys have from the videos, as well as give you some real life applications of the topics that we're learning. And then for 30 to 35 minutes, you guys will work in groups to complete your homework assignments and also your projects. And in this group work time, you guys are welcome to choose your own groups. We'll do that on Friday. And you can have 4 people in a group. And every time we change units, you'll have the opportunity to switch up your group. So you don't have to be in the same group for the whole semester. We'll be changing those about every 3 weeks. And then at the end of class, we'll wrap it up and I'll let you know what you need to do before our next class. So that's kind of the rhythm that all of our classes will follow. And outside of class, you're expected to complete or to watch the video lectures and also to do the quizzes. So if we look at the calendar for September, you can see on Monday, the 2nd of September, that's Labor Day, so we don't have any class that day. And on Tuesday, we also don't have any class, but you do have an assignment due. And that's the shortest past video. And so I don't care whether you do this video on Tuesday or if you want to watch it on Wednesday morning, but you do need to watch the video before class on Wednesday, because in class on Wednesday, you'll be doing the in-class assignment. And if you weren't here on the first day of class, I'll bring those packets so that you can get those assignments. But you'll do that with your group members. And then after class, you'll complete the shortest past quiz. So I would recommend that you do the quizzes completely by yourself and kind of treat them as if they were a test. Because the way that the quiz questions are structured is the same way that your test questions will be structured. So they're one of the best ways to help prepare you for the test. And basically every day we'll be following that rhythm. So on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, you'll have your video assignments. And then on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, when we have class, you'll have your in-class assignments and your quizzes. And you can see that we also have some projects woven in there. It just kind of depends on the day whether or not we have a project. So with these assignments, videos are worth 1 point, and when you submit those quizzes, you're basically just saying that you watched the video. And then the in-class assignments that you do with your group members will be worth 10 points. Quizzes are 5 points, and projects are also 10 points. And all of these assignments are worth a quarter of your grade. So if you look at this pie chart, if this whole circle represents your final grade, the videos, in-class assignments, quizzes, and projects represent a quarter of it. And then the rest of your grade is based on your unit test and the final exam. So we have 5 units in this course, and on the unit tests, if you fail it and like you get less than 70%, you will have the opportunity to retake the test at the end of the semester and bring your score up to 70% at the most. So that's one thing that can help if you happen to do poorly on a unit test. And the other thing that you can do is you can take the final exam, which, if you have enough attendance points, will be an optional final. So for my attendance policy, attendance is required, and every day that you come to class, you'll earn 5 attendance points. And if you have 175 attendance points or more at the end of the semester, then the final exam is optional, which means basically, like, if you take the final, it will replace your lowest test score. So let's say, for example, you get a 75% on one of your tests, but you really want to get an A. Well, retaking the test at the end of the semester won't help you because retakes will only get you up to 70%. So if you're already at 75%, retaking the test isn't going to help. But if you took the optional final, assuming you have enough attendance points, and let's say you got 100% on the final, that 100% would replace your 75% test score. That's how the final exam works. And if you have less than 175 attendance points at the end of the semester, then the final exam will be required and none of your exams will be excused. So that's one thing that you want to keep in mind, and make sure that you're making attendance a priority, because that will really help you boost your grade at the end of the semester. Going along with that attendance policy, if you need to miss class for an official reason that's school related, you can get an official excused absence and still get the full 5 points. So examples of this might be if you have a doctor's note because you were really sick and couldn't attend class. It could be if you went on a school-related trip and your professor emailed me and let me know that you were on that trip and that was the reason you missed class. If you're an aviation major and you have a flight that gets scheduled during our class, you can send me a screenshot of your flight schedule and that would count as an official excused absence. So the main thing here is that I have to have official documentation that proves that you were absent due to some school-related or illness-related reason. Now, if you need to miss class for another reason that doesn't have official documentation, but it's still a legitimate reason for missing class, you have a couple different options of how you can get partial attendance points. So let's say, for example, you're out of town on the weekend to go to a friend's wedding out of state or something like that. And you can't make it back to class or back to Cedar City in time to be in class on Monday. In that case, you could attend class virtually via Zoom, and that would give you 4 out of the 5 attendance points. So you'd only lose 1 point. Or let's say you can't attend via Zoom because maybe you're driving back during our class period, then you can email me and let me know what's going on, and I can give you an instructor excused absence, which will give you 3 out of the 5 attendance points. So those are some of the options you can use if you need to miss part of class or a certain class period. Other things that could cause you to lose attendance points is if you arrive late to class or if you leave class early, as well as if you're not participating in class. So if your group is working on an assignment and you're just on your phone scrolling through social media, that would cause you to lose some attendance points, because I do expect you to be present and engaged if you're going to be in class. So that's how the attendance policy works. On my late policy, you can submit any assignments up until the day that the unit test closes. So the way that our course works, like I mentioned a little earlier, is we have 5 units, and all of these units are separate and distinct topics. So like finance is a very different topic than probability is. So this is a good thing because if you struggle with a certain unit, it doesn't mean you're going to struggle with the next unit because the next unit is going to be very different. So it's kind of like you get a fresh start every 3 weeks. But all of these units are about 3 weeks long. So our first unit is graph theory, and it will end on September 13th, which is a Friday. And that test will open on the 13th, and it will stay open the Monday and Tuesday of the following week. So it will close on the 17th. So for every test that we have, you'll have 3 possible days that you could take the tests in the testing center. You could take it on Friday or Monday or Tuesday. And that following Tuesday, after we finish up the unit, is the last day that you can submit any assignments from Unit 1, or whatever unit we're working. So that's kind of how the late policy works. Let me see what else I'm going to talk about. My absence policy, because you guys are working in groups and we want the groups to all stay on pace with each other. If you're not in class when your group completes the assignment, it's your responsibility to complete that assignment on your own and stay caught up with your group even if you miss a class. And just in general, make sure that you are being responsible with your studies so that you don't hold your group back. So that looks like making sure you watch the videos before you come to class, knowing what questions you have when you come to class so that your group time can be used wisely. So let's talk really quickly about the materials that you need for this course. So we do have a textbook, and that's linked in the syllabus. However, it's not a required textbook. So in the videos that you guys will be watching before class every day, I will give you all the information you need to succeed in the class. However, if you would like a textbook to supplement your learning and to give you some extra examples, our textbook is free and available online, and you can find that link in the syllabus. What you do need to buy, though, is a scientific calculator, and I would recommend buying this calculator because this is the one that I'm going to be using in all of my videos. And it's just kind of nice to have the buttons on your calculator match my buttons. But if you have another scientific calculator and you don't want to buy a new one, I'm happy to help you figure out what buttons on your calculator correspond to the ones that I'm using in my videos. You can also use a graphing calculator, that's fine as well. And you will need 6 3x5 note cards because on the test you are able to bring in a one-sided handwritten note card that's 3 inches by 5 inches. And I'd recommend that you start making those note cards throughout the unit and taking notes on the important things that you want to remember for the test. So those are the 2 things that you do need to buy. And if you want a link to the scientific calculator that I bought, that is also in the syllabus. It's also just on the shelves at Walmart if you want to go to Walmart and buy it. It's only like $10, so super cheap. But like I said, you can also use another scientific calculator if you already have it. Just be aware that some of the buttons I use on my calculator might be a little bit different than your buttons. So I think that's it. The things that I'd like you to do before next class is read through the syllabus and then submit this first day of class assignment in Canvas. And then make sure you watch the graph theory vocabulary videos in Canvas before you come to class on Friday. So I think that's everything, and I hope you guys have a great day.